foremost in most people's minds is how the president will allay fears over the economy. Economist and Senior Lecturer at Wits University, Dr. Lumkile Mondi, joins us now live via Skype. Thanks for your time, Doctor. We appreciate it. So before we get to your expectations from the president, let's be real about the state of our economy. How bad is it?
The economy is in a very, very bad space. As you know, we had come out of a very low growth experience before the crisis that started in the first quarter. I'm talking about the pandemic now of this year. So really high levels of unemployment. Before the crisis, we were sitting at about 29.5. Now we're at 30.8, about 43%. On the extended definition, and families in terms of the work done by my colleagues researching the livelihoods of South Africans during the lockdown. We've seen that about 15% of families go hungry due to lack of access to food and basic services. So really what we've seen, that the 500 billion rand stimulus that the president had announced has not really filtered through. And basically, there's a crisis of confidence that 500 billion rand was it a stimulus or just talk. And many of us believe that it was just propaganda. So therefore, looking to today, really, we're going to listen. But we think, given the lies that he had already put across the nation of a stimulus of 500 billion rand, which we haven't seen any money going through, really leaves us with doubts as to why he continues holding this State of the Nation address when it doesn't follow through on the actual need to drive this economic recovery and growth.
Yeah, so you, of course, also very skeptical. That's the one thing I've noticed from everyone we've spoken to so far. But we are South African, right? We have to have some sense of optimism about the way forward. What can the president say and do? Because it's not just about what he talks about. What does he have to do to put our economy on the right track?
Critically, we would like to have universal access to broadband infrastructure. So the spectrum remains a huge obstacle. We know that many communities can't access education nor health facilities because they don't have access to broadband infrastructure. So that really has been a talk by this president for many, many years. And we've seen very little action, even ourselves, to deliver learning through the ICT infrastructure. We miss students because of that. The second area really has been energy. It's a similar issue. In this economy where we're working away from home, we need uninterrupted power supply. So those two really should have been the key unlockers of economic growth. Even if it does nothing, if it resolve the energy security, resolve the ICT infrastructure, I think really he will have got good support from South Africans and will be looking today positively. But he has promised on both, has done very, very little, and therefore we remain quite skeptical and will listen, but we know very little will come out from this president.
All right. Thank you so much for your time and your insight, Dr. Lumkile Mondi, Economist and Senior Lecturer at Wits University.